This next topic got
Texas in the Rumble.
We got Texas scared. I'm playing. Nah, so
Ted Cruz's young daughter has allegedly attempted some craziness. Family friend released a statement after Ted Cruz's 14-year-old daughter reportedly attempted something, and they say this is a family matter. Supposedly, Ted
it's a
Cruz
cutter.
is
A cutter.
no, not Ted Cruz
Basically,
himself. His daughter
his daughter's a
is
cutter.
allegedly a cutter and caused
So
some severe damage to herself, but they're saying I heard people online. I don't know if this is
uh-huh.
true, so everything I'm saying right now is allegedly and don't take it as fact. But I heard that they said that Ted Cruz's daughter was a part of the LGBTQ community, and that's basically against their religion and their family values. So she was cutting herself as punishment.
Oh, and I told you, play the video.
Listen, all right, I'm gonna play here.
So let me take you back right now to what happened earlier tonight here at Senator Ted Cruz's house. Emergency responders have since cleared the scene, but according to Houston police, a 14-year-old girl we now know was taken to the hospital. When we arrived, police were here at Senator Ted Cruz's home. The teen had self-inflicted stab wounds, police said, on her arms. It was around 7:45 that Houston police and fire department personnel responded to the home here in Ellery Lane in River Oaks. The teen was transported to the hospital. We do not have an update, or we did not up until just about a minute ago. Police could not say whether that injured teen was a member of the Cruz family, but again, we now know that she is his daughter. We have made contact with his office. We're waiting for additional word from them, but again, a family friend just came outside and gave this statement. I will read it again. This is a family matter, and thankfully their daughter is okay.
They're saying, yeah, it's a family matter and stuff, but I don't know what to believe here. I don't know if Ted Cruz's daughter is a part of that LGBTQ community or not, but any teen going through mental things where they believe self-harm is the answer, it is definitely, most definitely 100%, without a doubt, not the answer. And if you see any teens going through similar things where they're having mental doubts or maybe having bad thoughts, get them the help that they need. But the worst part about this is I did see some people trying to politicize the matter, because I know Ted Cruz is a man that holds many thoughts and beliefs that go against kind of the normal thing there. And some people were saying, that, I don't want to, make this something crazy, but maybe if he didn't act like that, this wouldn't happen. So right there, they're politicizing it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They need to go ahead and back off and let this be. Honestly, I'm not really super into politics. I don't really care that much. I have too much going on, filming too many videos of the podcast to
You
stay up
do?
to date with everything going on in the political realm. And I really think if you're someone that stays up to date with the political stuff to a T, your time could be spent better elsewhere, either with your family or somewhere else being productive. Don't spend so much time on the goofiness that is the social media
True.
kind of
And
stuff.
the one thing I disliked about it, about this whole situation, is because, like I told you, like I told you off camera, like I've had friends that did this before, like they were cutter, like severe cutters, and it like, to me, it never made any sense. Like right now, to me, like before when they told me, I was like, okay, whatever. But now when I think about it, it doesn't make any sense. Like they used to do it every time they had like certain thoughts. Like if they thought about this, they cut themselves. I'm like, well, like that's crazy. Like imagine if you think about that like 5 times a day. That's 5 cuts. That's, and like it'd be on the arm from like right here at the bottom all the way up, and you would never see it because he'd be at the bottom. And like usually they wear like long sleeve shirts, so like usually people that do it, you really don't really pay attention to. Like you talk to them, but you don't like, oh, you don't pay attention to them like that. Like you don't pay attention to the fact that like if they don't show it, them having
Yeah,
a bad day, like you ain't gonna know. Oh, they having a bad day today, or like, oh yeah, they had 10 cuts in the arm today, and like 2 days later they got 15, like 5 more cuts. Like you don't even know that.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I know Ted Cruz is kind of a little bit radical in his thoughts to most people,
Uh
but
huh.
I don't think you wish this on any
Of course
person or
not.
any
Of course not.
person's child, especially a young teenager. I mean, 14 is barely even a teenager. And so, it's one thing that we got to deal with in this country is mental health. and hopefully we can get help to those that have the mental health issues there.
But enough about this topic, man. This is making me real sad. Like, I never liked to talk about self harm and all that stuff. I feel like you should feel love.